G'day everybody. I want to talk to Holden about Holdens, even though it don't matter really much anymore because, they went bust, went out of business, couldn't do what they needed to do, even though, as far as I'm concerned, Aussies did their part. But anyway, here could be a problem why you failed overseas and stuff like that, going against your competition. Here's one of them. When Holdens go flat with this model, the VE SS Commodore, when it goes flat, you can't get into it to charge it properly. What do you mean by that, Jim? Well, it doesn't have a key for the boot, for one. So when it goes flat, you can't get into the boot properly. But luckily, it has access because it has a spot here where you can have a little, cup holders and you can get into the boot. Luckily. They must have thought of this. Or it's a luckily, but they must have thought, just in case. But if they knew all this, it's annoying, Holden, when you could have just had a keyhole. But anyway, people know these things and get told would back them off on a vehicle unless they, really want one. Unless they really wanted the Holden. You know what I mean? But anyway, because this is an easy fix. Could add a key hole there, right? To get to the battery, because the battery's in the boot. Right? Because that's where you put it, in the V8s. And that's quite annoying. So I had to climb into the boot here so I can charge the battery, which is what I'm doing. Right? Enough so I can unlock the boot with my keyring. Right? Now, when the battery goes flat on this model, because it's an ex-police car, it costs me, Holden, to go to the Holden place, because there's only a specific place you can go to, unless it's just recently changed, but it did a few years ago. I had to go to a Holden place so they can hook up to my computer, pretty simple thing really, and go and tell it to get off police, mate. Because when the battery goes flat, right, it makes all my lights go out, so it's all like dark inside the car. It's police mode, right? And I don't like that, and I can't see my stereo properly, and it loses certain features. And so I got to go to the whole place, and it cost me $100 odd every time my battery goes completely flat. It cost me nearly half the cost of a battery, so I can fix the problem. And that is annoying. It would have been alright, we can buy a device or go to any mechanic to get this issue sorted, but I couldn't when I last had the problem. And now I might have the problem again. I'm not disconnecting the battery, I'm charging it this time. Last time I pulled the battery out and charged it and put it back in, and I had that problem. Hopefully I won't this time if it's not gone completely flat to make the computer have a little spaz. But you know what I mean, Holden? It's very annoying, that. And anyway, this might help out another car company or whatever, or wherever Holden is now. Don't know what's going on with Holden. I don't look at what's going on anymore. They've disappointed the people where it's come from here in Australia, as far as I'm concerned. Which certainly disappointed me. And anyway, and I found this out after becoming a Holden fan, because I used to be more of a Ford fan. Then I decided to give Holden a go, and I didn't mind Holden. It's a good vehicle, but found out I had a couple of little problems. I'm like, I can deal with that. But have to go somewhere to solve a problem? That's like a John Deere bullshit. It's annoying. It's like a control for money, isn't it? That's how I see it. And if you had to go there, it should be really cheap, quick and simple. Because that's all you're doing, is you're hooking up the computer and goes, diddle-it. Anyway, I'm going to get out of the car. I thought I'd chuck out a video. Let this charge. As I want to, it's only been sitting here a few months too. Battery's only a few years old. Got a new battery not long ago. 3 years, 4 years. And I haven't used my car much, so. They do say it gets old and all that kind of stuff, but batteries last longer than they say. But anyway, it's gone flat, so it doesn't matter if it's a battery problem or not. The problem's still lies when it comes to the other issues. Alright, get out of here. Oh. And here's another problem you got too with this model Holden. This all started peeling. Look at that. Not a very good paint job. You see, well, you can tell this was an ex-cocker because I asked about these. There's holes and they put little putty in it, but this one's come off a bit. Stuff like that all stuck in there. Anyway, from Berwick. Hey Berwick, Melbourne. Who's the officer? Used to drive this car. Oh, that's what it says in the logbook. That's why I'm saying that. And it was flicking and carrying on when I put the charge on. So I had to turn the ignition on a bit and then leave the key where it is now. Stop the carrying on. And anyway, let that charge for a while because the charge is not that great. Takes a while on the charger. Basic one. Okay. Wow. Hey, what a mission. I want to sort out this shed, so sort out a few more things out here and all the junk, because I'm about to do the veranda area out there. And yeah, had this issue. But anyway, bye-bye, my old car lights. Always good to keep the old things, just in case new ones start playing up. Definitely things from China. But bye-bye, have a good one.